Okay guys, I got my stuff. I'm so excited. So I picked up the powder. I got the shade Vanilla, and then obviously the foundation, and I got the shade 210 in. I also picked up some other stuff, but you'll see that in a future haul. So the powder was $36 and the foundation was $38. Hopefully I picked up the right colors. I wanted to get the banana shade, but then I also wanted this one, which was vanilla. And so I decided to go with this one just in case the banana was a little bit too dark. We only had 3 of the colors in that Ulta, so I'll put a picture of the screen of what those look like, but there's actually a lot more colors online. They did an awesome job with the shade range for both the powder and the foundation. The foundation has 50 shades, so let's go ahead and take a look at the foundation. I love the fact that she put foundation straight on the bottle like this. I just think it looks really cool. So it's just in a glass kind of weighted bottle, and then it does have a pump. And the powder is freaking ginormous. Do you guys see the size of this, like compared to my face? It has 25 grams in it, and this is what the packaging of this one looks like. I kind of wish that she put powder on it. I thought that would be really cool to kind of match the foundation. And then once you open it up, it does have the little holes in there. And the foundation just has your standard 1 fluid ounce. I'm gonna go ahead and remove what I have on. I just have a little bit of sunscreen and concealer just so I could go out. And so I will be right back. Alrighty guys, so my face is nice and primed now. Everything I used will be listed in the description, and I also have a little bit of concealer under my eyes. So the claims on this foundation is that it's water resistant, it has a medium coverage, and a fresh radiant finish. I'm just gonna apply mine with a damp sponge. They did come out with a new brush, but it looked really small, so I just decided to pass on it. The color seems like it's gonna be a good match. They did have different undertones. They had neutral, warm, and cool. I should probably just take out these earrings. So even though this is a neutral undertone, I do feel like it's on the more warm side. And on the website, it is described as a neutral golden undertone. So right off the bat, I do see that it has really nice coverage, and it does have that really kind of luminous finish. I got this little sucker last night, so just ignore that. So I don't feel like a little bit goes a long way just because I'm already getting more, but it might just be because my sponge is kind of soaking it up, and maybe that's why they wanted you to use it with a brush. I don't know. But I think I did a really good job at picking out my color. It did an amazing job at covering my redness. You could tell like from my forehead compared to this. I look kind of crazy. But my body is definitely a more golden undertone. This is what one layer is looking like. I do see a little bit of my scars peeking out from the redness. And maybe a little bit over here. I'm all shaky because I was drinking coffee. So we're gonna see if she is buildable. Oh, and you can control the amount that comes out, which is really nice. Like, look how much I got to come out. And then I'm just gonna build it where I need more coverage. This is what it looks like after I built her up. And I think she stays true to that medium coverage. It's not really building up to full, which is okay. It feels really lightweight on the skin. Like, I love the way it feels. It is pretty tacky right now because obviously it's a luminous finish. Now, hopefully this doesn't oxidize, because I feel like if it oxidizes, it will be a little bit too dark. But now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with concealer. I don't have a new one from Anastasia because they didn't create one. So I'm just gonna go in with my Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer, and then we will try out the new powder. I look crazy. Now moving on to powder. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I don't know, I feel like I'm more excited for this for some reason. It basically just says that it mattifies and controls oil. Are y'all ready for the satisfaction? Yes. So I'm just gonna close the top and kind of do that so some powder gets out. Ooh, that's a lot of powder. I'm just gonna blend out any creases I have, and then just go in with my damp sponge, because that's usually what I do, and just press it into the skin. Oh my god, that looks so good. It's so smoothing. So it said online that it's just supposed to melt into your skin. Oh my gosh, guys, I didn't even tell you what skin type I have. So I have combination skin. so I get oily in the T-zone and dry everywhere else. And so with that being said, I am gonna set my whole face with this powder, and I'm glad that I got this shade. I feel like it's perfect. It's not too pink, but it's also not too yellowy. So this is what we're looking like with the powder. I'm not gonna bake under my eyes because if I do that, my eyes will get super dry. But so far, I feel like it looks good. Maybe it's just a little bit dehydrating looking under there. But we shall see after I like set everything, because that does help when I set it with some setting spray. And my pores are looking really good. They're nice and blurred. And as you guys could see, I am gonna bake where I'm oily and also just to like clean this up a little bit. But I could already tell you guys this is not gonna stay looking cute for long just because it has like that soft matte black packaging. So it's definitely gonna get fingerprints and powder and just look a little nasty. And so I am going to be doing a wear test today, but I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my makeup off camera. Okay guys, so I finished the rest of my makeup. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, but everything blended on top of the foundation really nicely, also the powder. And so I'll give you guys a little close-up of my skin right now. My pores could look a little bit more blurred, but I honestly think my pores are just bigger now. But everything is looking so good. Nothing looks dry. It doesn't look overly luminous either. I really like the finish of this foundation, and I don't think it oxidized. None of the coverage went away. So far so good. And so we are going to be doing a wear test. It is 3:44 p.m. So it's been 8 hours. So I definitely have some oil breakthrough, but it's nothing too crazy. I actually thought I would be even more oily than I am just because I was out all day. We actually went to Home Depot and I was manhandling some stuff because Christian is trying to build his own desk, and so I was sweating and it was just like really hot. So this has actually held up pretty well. So I do have some creasing going on in my laugh lines, but that always happens with me. One thing that I'm seeing that I don't like is right here where my pores are. The foundation has really sunken in. Now I did check the foundation around the 4-hour mark and it did not look like that. It actually looked the same as when I first applied it, so it held up pretty well for the 4 hours, but then it started to kind of seep into my pores a little bit more. And the same thing goes for my forehead. It's sinking into those pores a little bit as well, but not as bad as like right here. My cheeks look really good. I haven't lost any coverage. It did wear off on my nose a little bit on the tip because I was sneezing, and it also wore off a little bit on the sides of my nose as well. My chin looks super good and flawless. Now where I put the powder under my eyes is still looking pretty good, and I actually do want to try something, so I'm gonna try blotting my skin. I'll blot one side and not the other, and then I want to try kind of like setting it down again with the powder to see how that looks and just see how it like touches up. And I do feel like this foundation isn't transfer proof, but it doesn't claim to be. Oh my god, I had a lot more oil on my forehead than I thought I would. But now I'm gonna just try to see what this powder looks like on top. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on my sponge. It's actually a lot. And then I'm just gonna press it on my pores. And so it actually looks a lot better on the side that we didn't blot, but we put the powder. It just blurred out my pores a little bit more. And this side just, you could still see them a little bit. Okay, so final thoughts. So I'm gonna go ahead and rate the powder a 4 out of 5, just because I do wish it blurred out my pores a little bit better. But other than that, I really liked it. I liked it underneath the eyes. It maybe was just a tad bit dry, but nothing too crazy. I honestly think it's just my under eyes that look like that. So far so good with this. And then as for the foundation, I'm actually gonna give it the same rating, so a 4 out of 5. I would rate it a 5, but like I said, it just sinks into my pores a little bit, and that's something that I don't like about it. You know what it reminds me of though? It reminds me a lot of the Laura Mercier Lumiere foundation, which I also really love. And so yeah, I really do like it. It's just that after those 4 hours, it does start to sink into my pores a little bit, and it's probably just because it has a luminous finish, which I don't mind. So I'm definitely gonna keep using both of these products, and I will definitely keep you guys updated, but so far I'm really liking both of them. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know to keep doing these wear tests for you guys. Also comment down below if you have any questions for me, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, BritanyRaquell, go ahead and subscribe. I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so that's 3 times a week, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!